Why Beyonce will never be as great of an artist as Johann Sebastian Bach. Hey, Quentin, what are you doing here? Get out of here, you nerd. Okay, so first of all, why Beyonce will never be hotter than J.S. Bach? You tell me, who's hotter? Beyonce or Bach? I guess I would have to be gay to think that Bach is better than Beyonce. Oh wait, what's that you say? Music is not about being a sexy chick in a bikini? What year are you living in? I'm living in 2025, where all art is dead. You know, I'd rather see this airhead half naked in a martini glass, flapping her high-heeled legs around. And then she just goes, all the single ladies, 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 all the single ladies. And throw your hands up. I mean, if that's not what music is, then I don't know how we can have this conversation any longer. Music is all about a hot airhead that's half naked, dancing around in high heels, repeating the same word over and over again. It's not about somebody like this. I mean, give me a break. What would he look like if he was on stage dancing around? That wouldn't be good music. But to all you stupid teenagers out there who've probably never even heard of this guy. Okay, well, maybe you've heard of Wayne Gretzky or Tiger Woods. Where, like Wayne Gretzky, he's not just the best hockey player who ever lived. He's like 10 times better than the second best hockey player who ever lived. Tiger Woods is not just the best golfer who ever lived. He's like 10 times better than the second best golfer who ever lived. Magnus Carlsen isn't just the best chess player who ever lived. He's 10 times better than the second best chess player who ever lived. Dostoevsky isn't just the best author who ever lived. He's 100 times better than the second best author who ever lived. Bach basically took music and evolved it all the way to its end. He did everything with music that anybody ever could do. In a way, he kind of ended music because nobody can ever come up with another idea, because he came up with all of them. But then there's always Beyonce. Look at all that she's accomplished with all the people that write her songs for her and write the lyrics for her and produce the songs for her. Yeah, that's a true artist, isn't it? Her only responsibility is to keep in shape so that she can, wear those slutty outfits. One time I met Beyonce and I asked her, what is a D flat? And she said, well, it's when a girl has a D cup, but you can tell that she's still flat. And then I asked her, well, then what's a D sharp? And she goes, well, that's when a girl has she's got a D cup, but her tits are really perky. So she's got some musical knowledge. So it's very difficult to decide who is the bigger musical genius, Johann Sebastian Bach or Beyonce. I think it's fair to say Beyonce wins the eye candy contest, right? And eye candy is a crucial element of music. And we all know art is subjective, right? Like, I might see a pile of shit and think it's not art, and you might look at a pile of shit and think that it's brilliant. Now, it's hard to explain how great Bach is, but Douglas Adams, the author who wrote the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, he had a great quote. He said, when you listen to Beethoven, you're listening to Beethoven. When you listen to Mozart, you're listening to mankind. When you listen to Bach, you're listening to the universe. Now, I'm going to say the same thing that I said where I compared Taylor Swift to Mozart. In Bach's day, he had to write his music for the glory of God, for the church, because it was like the 1600s. or early 1700s. Yeah, early 1700s. And so he was just like an employee who got paid minimum wage to write his music for the church. Beyonce, on the other hand, is living in a time where artists are the gods. So they can just basically, they got all the power. They got more power than the church. They got more power than kings. Beyonce's got more than $1 billion. Yet, she still sells out. Just like Taylor Swift. For every dollar Beyonce makes, she's helping a billionaire make $1,000. Whoever produces Beyonce's albums makes 10 times more than she does. And whoever the producer works for makes 10 times more than they make. And it just goes up and up and up from there. So even though she has the power and the means to be an independent person, she's still just a circus clown, performing and helping people who are richer than her, working for them. So while Beyonce sings one syllable and repeats it 1,000 times, and that's the whole song, Bach would write, 10,000 notes that were extremely coordinated, and that means they have equal musical talent. So, Bach is kind of a queen bee to me. And like Taylor Swift, I don't blame Beyonce. I blame her fans. I blame the ignorance. These stupid idiots who are like, oh my god, it's the queen bee. Whoa, wow. I don't know what the wow is about. I mean, you could just watch X Hamster or RedTube. There's lots of porn with chicks just as hot. Am I saying Beyonce is porn? No, because porn is more honest about what it's doing. And because porn is not available to people under the age of 18. Whereas you got little girls watching this crap. Watching this ditz flapping her legs around in high heels, half naked in a martini glass. And these 8-year-old girls are dancing around saying, I want to be a slut. I want to be a slut too. Because that'll make me a musician. That'll make me an artist. Yeah, screw music class. I don't want to go to music class today. I'm saving up for my D sharp boob implant. Seriously? If Beyonce and Taylor Swift are what girls today aspire to, then not only are girls in a lot of trouble, but guys are in a lot of trouble too, because I don't want to date a girl that listens to this crap, or digests this crap, or aspires to this crap. I wouldn't want them in the room for a second. I wouldn't want to be in the room with Beyonce for a second. Okay, shut up. Just sit there in your bikini. I mean, maybe with AI we can doctor a picture of Bach with abs, and he can be wearing swimwear. He could be on the beach. Maybe that would make the kids start to appreciate real music. But I'm going to cut this short and just tell you that art is not entertainment, okay? And a circus is entertainment. When you listen to or go to a Beyonce concert or Taylor Swift, you're going to a circus show. You're not enjoying art. You're not experiencing art. You might as well be going to a massage parlor and be getting jerked off. Or if you're a girl, you might as well be, you might as well be dead. I mean, what's the point? What's the point if you're a girl? What's the point of looking up to this fake nut job? You're never going to reach her heights because the ladder's been pulled up after her. You're probably not as hot as her because she's not that hot. It's all smoke and mirrors. And even if it wasn't, what happens if you don't have that body? That is a question I don't think I have the answer to. Why do girls admire these Taylor Swift Beyoncés who are better looking than they are, or seem to be. It seems like just a source of depression. But that's a different story. It's a different subject. And at the end of the day, you and I, if you're an idiot, you and I have different definitions of what a D sharp is and what a D flat is. So we will disagree about what music is.